race against time. I don't deserve you no more, but I want you to be with me.
It's Saturday, so that means, you know, usually at the box it'd be a big partner workout, quite a long one, quite a horrible one. And so we just did it here with no people, but just us two partners. That was just a dumbbell only workout because you could just run anywhere outdoors, do the K outside. Deadlifts were okay, squats were horrible. Burpees were nicer than I thought they would be. And the double press were just at the end in rank.
The squats were horrendous, but what was worse was going into the run after the squats. That was really bad.
We need aid.
Oh, what a crazy couple of days, team. You know, like, things are happening and things are changing, and for the good or for the bad, I'm gonna be honest with you, team. You know, you haven't seen a video on this channel for 4 days, and I think before the last video it was another 4 days. Everything that's been going on, it's kind of been stimulus overload. We're all invested in what we're doing. Like, honestly, recently it's just been an emotional kind of like, yeah, but I think that means I just care. And I feel like a lot of the community feels like that too. I just wanted, you know, a bit of training to start today's video, kind of normality, you know. I feel like with the current climate of the world and 2020 in general, what is 2020? So I hope you appreciate the start. Training this morning, great. What a workout. If you've got a partner and just some dumbbells, you can run. But anyway, I'm going to dive into the news that has happened over the last couple of days since I made the last video. According to the Morning Chalk Up, since Greg's comments, we have had over 1,250 gyms de-affiliate. Which, if you look at it on revenue terms, depending on how much affiliate paid, that could be around a $4 million hit so far when they come to renew next year, if they do not renew. We then had what I believe to be an auto post on CrossFit, which was a beef and broccoli recipe. Looked gorgeous, probably not the right time. But then the biggest news to come out in the last couple of days is that Greg Glassman put up a statement saying he's going to retire. And in that statement, he said, "I'm stepping down as CEO of CrossFit Inc. and I have decided to retire. On Saturday, I created a rift within the community and unintentionally hurt many of its members. Since I founded CrossFit 20 years ago, it has become the world's largest network of gyms, all are aligned in offering an elegant solution to the vexing problems of chronic disease. Creating CrossFit and supporting its affiliates and legions of professional trainers has been a labour of love. Those who know me know that my sole issue is the chronic disease epidemic. I know that CrossFit is the solution to this epidemic and that CrossFit HQ and the staff serve as stewards of CrossFit affiliates worldwide. I cannot let my behaviour stand in the way of HQ's or affiliates' missions. They are too important to jeopardise." Let's make this clear. He is retiring. Kind of, we said something needs to change, and a lot of businesses echoed that, saying that something needs to change in terms of leadership. Him retiring does mean that the leadership is going to be passed to someone else, but it doesn't mean that he is still not 100% owner of CrossFit. He is. Meaning that every dollar that you put into the affiliate or every dollar you spend towards CrossFit itself is still going into his pocket. And then the news came that Dave Castro was appointed the new CEO. When being appointed, Dave Castro made the statement, "CrossFit is a community, one that is global, diverse and tough. Every person in our community shares a common bond. We are all dedicated to a visionary, transformative approach to health and fitness. Our individual passion for the approach have forged an enduring community. Our community is hurt though. Our shared bond brings millions of people with different opinions, viewpoints and experiences. Friction is inevitable, common ground, mutual respect and fellowship must also be inevitable. I'm honoured to take the role of CEO of CrossFit Inc. I hope to do right by the affiliates, trainers, athletes and members of the CrossFit community around the world and never lose sight of the mission Greg established for all of us." Dave Castro is an interesting character within the CrossFit space. You know, he's programmed the games, he's been the director of the games. He was there and had the initial idea alongside Greg when they first founded it. And I'm not going to say much more on it. I want your guys' opinions down in the comments below. Do you think this is a good move? Do you think this is a bad move? In a post on Instagram, Katrin voiced her opinion, saying what has actually changed. Earlier this week, I posted a very hopeful post because that was what I was. I believe there was going to be change for the better. I believe there was a path to rebuild our sport and our community. I am disappointed, to say the least, with the solution that was provided, and I do not see a change. This might have given the worldwide press a headline that they wanted, but fundamentally there was no change. Doesn't Greg Glassman still own 100% of CrossFit? I believe we need leadership, to be led with integrity and morals, a sport driven by unity and inclusivity, to have core values in the right place. What we have right now is not a change I can stand by. I believe we can and should do better than this. To which under the post we saw support from Games athletes such as Laura Horvath, Annie Thorisdottir, Zach George, Jen Smith, Maddie Myers, and a few others. In Dave Castro's first real tweet after being appointed CEO, he put, "Thanks to all of those showing support to CrossFit in these tough times and having the belief in us to earn your trust back." He's then, over the last couple of days, had a Zoom call with 2020 Games athletes, talking about the future of CrossFit. With a tweet saying, "Thanks for hopping on the short notice Zoom call today, CrossFit Games 2020 athletes. Good discussion to include working together more in the future. And this will be the last games that I program. 2021 season potentially programmed by Rich Froning." Which, if that's true, that's huge news. We all know Rich has got his own competition coming up in the next couple of months, a solely team one. If we do see Rich Froning program the CrossFit Games, does that mean that he's now pretty much announcing his retirement from that? Because obviously he can't program the games but also put his own team into the games. It just wouldn't be viable. But also, if you are looking at someone in the community that has built the trust and people love and is thoroughly respected and has the sport at heart, Rich is a guy that fills all of those boxes. However, Arm & Hammer spoke to Rich this morning about this chance that he may be programming the games in the future. And what Rich said was, "I consider Dave a friend and actually a good friend. The statement about me programming made on the CrossFit Games athlete call was the first time I had heard anything about it. Whilst it is a dream job and honestly one of the highest honours I could hold or ever be awarded in the sport, I think there is a way bigger issue that needs to be handled right now, and that's the community and the affiliates." Basically saying that what Dave was saying didn't happen. That's weird. That's like weird. However, one of the things that I did see on Instagram was Snorri Barron put up a post saying none of the athletes that I work with were invited to the call, so it's pointless to ask me about it. I have no idea what was said and promised. Snorri manages athletes like Sarah Sigmarsdottir and BKG, so maybe not all the athletes were invited, or maybe just there was a miscommunication. Also looking at the community as a whole, Chris Spieler held an affiliate panel with 10+ year community leaders. That happened yesterday. A good panel of influence kind of discussing things that are going on. I know here in the UK there was an affiliate meeting with all the affiliates invited, led by the owner of Strength in Depth, Ollie Mansbridge, talking about issues and things that they can solve or do differently to make CrossFit more inclusive. The words of Greg Glassman has started a discussion within our community, within different segments of it. And of that, I think only positive things can come. People have asked for Greg to stand down. He did. Yes, he's still 100% owner of CrossFit. People will like that, people won't. I want to hear all of your opinions down in the comments below. Obviously, we're a strong community. You guys yourselves at the end of the camera have a huge influence, and I want to be able to guide that influence. So anything down below, I'll give them all a read and see if I can do anything. But anyway, in some more fun news, things to look forward to. Tomorrow starts the Rogue Invitational. All of the athletes that are competing will be competing from their local box, from their local affiliate. It will all be live streamed in. They'll all be working out at the same time on the live streams, which is insane, but it looks like it's going to happen. Hopefully there's not many technical difficulties. All of the athletes got sent packs, which included an echo bike, full set of bumper plates, medicine balls, soft plyo box, rower, and then we saw the announcement of the 6 workouts that will be done over the weekend. Event 1 looks spicy. It kind of looks like a Fran variant that will be just as bad. Event 2 is an interesting one, a last man standing style. Event 3, a good chipper. Event 4, we all love a strength event. That's going to be a fun one to watch. Loading up the barbell is going to be clean and jerk. Another chipper in Event 5, and then Event 6 looks simple, probably very hard. And with that, we've seen Rogue announce their partners. And those partners to me look very similar to the partners that... But then a sad bit of news around the Rogue Invitational. We will be seeing a lot of the top level athletes, but one person that will be missing is last year's champion, Matt Fraser. On Instagram, he did a post with the bottom saying, "I was nursing an injury from a few weeks back, and whilst the injury is no longer a concern, it did hinder my preparation for this event." Obviously, this isn't something that he would have taken lightly last year. And this year, there's kind of like $65,000 up on the line for it. But we've seen a lot of the athletes practicing the workouts, and the deep ball squat clean looks an interesting move. However, that is today's news. That's kind of me done with that. Obviously, all opinions down below, that'd be great. It's been fun talking, it's been fun sitting down, it's been fun chatting. When I don't do this, I miss it, believe it or not. Even though, you're not directly there, you know what I mean? This last bit of the video is probably one of my favourite things ever, so stick around for that a little bit, and as always, smash that like button if you do like these videos, and smash that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And one last thing, thank you to everyone that has supported the Hustle Made drop. It went live yesterday. Most of the stuff is gone. Jazz and I are actively looking at ways to get the right amount of stocking, because this time we ordered more stock than we did before and we thought it would be fine, but it obviously hasn't been fine. So we're looking at doing a list / a way that you can sign up pre-launch to the things that you want to get, so we can kind of try and get the numbers right. But it does blow us away how much support you guys give us, and it's just unreal. So just thank you, honestly. Enjoy the rest of the video, and we'll catch you in the next one after the next bit. We have a dog in training. 2 minutes on, 2 minutes off.
You should do it on your own.
Yeah, I should not. Walk the dog. Completed it, mate.
You live in that, Carla.
She's currently done 160 metres in 3 minutes 50. What? Anyone else's dog do this? Watch out, Matt and Tia. Here's me holding the imaginary lead.